Good morning, woodchucks. Welcome back to Lumberjack Dynasty, and the August update is here. I'm going to try to make this video as quickly as I can, give you the information that you need so you can get into the game and pretty much know everything that's going on. Yes, the Ponsse equipment is here. I'm going to go over the entire update, what it includes at the end of the video, but I want to get over the important stuff first, so that's what everyone wants to know. Yes, the Ponsse equipment is here. Apparently the social bug point thing has been fixed. And also, I guess the repair jobs that we have not been able to complete have also been fixed. But let's get right into it. We're all here for the Ponsse equipment. There's not two pieces of equipment. There's actually three. So you got the Ponsse Bison, which you put your logs in the back of the vehicle. If I were to buy it, it does cost 165,000 euros. We have now the Scorpion. I always call it the Scorpion King, but in here they call it the Scorpion. Either or, doesn't matter. $180,000 for that. And the other equipment, which we did not see until now, is, I guess, the upgraded part of the Scorpion. It's called the Cobra. And where's the trigger for this one? Sorry. 192,000. The difference is, I think, the horsepower. 130 horsepower. Fuel tank's 130. And this is another Scorpion right here. 120 horsepower and 130 on the fuel tank. So $12,000 cheaper for 10 horsepower less. So yeah, you can buy two of the Bisons to carry your logs around. You got two of the Scorpions to cut down trees, and of course you got a Cobra. Let's jump right in. I'm on an old save. Luckily I have enough cash. Let's go ahead and buy that. Yeah, the cash is going to go on down. Let's go ahead and enter right into the vehicle. Let's start driving on down. Cut some trees so you can see how this works. So I have done a little testing with the update machinery already, so I kind of know, I should know how it works, and I tried a few things. These machines don't drive over the log. They drive over the logs just as well as your like 134 tractor would. Same kind of concept there. So don't expect miracles like you're just going to drive on over it and clear everything just fine. Also, I should mention the big updates. Yeah, as far as I can tell, there are no quests added to the update. So I did try a little testing, and I couldn't get no other quests to be activated. Anyways, yeah, the tree cutters. I know a lot of people are saying, well, I got a lot of trees planted. How am I going to cut them all down? Well, these are pretty simple. You just got to drive up to a tree, and eventually... All right, let me find it here. There we go. Enter. It seems to be a little finicky sometimes, especially some angles. And then, of course, this Cobra is twisting on me. Oh, come on. Really? There we go. All you have to do is hit the enter key to cut down the tree. It does fine. Then it'll twist, and then it'll delimb the tree for you and cut the tree up in sections. I'm not touching any keys. This is all the Cobra doing all the cutting itself. And just like that, the tree is cut. Pretty darn simple, don't you say? Cut down another one here. So after I hit the enter key, I'm not going to touch a key at all. It automatically flips a tree for me. And as far as I can tell, every time it cuts down the tree, it'll pivot the tree and cut the tree's logs to the left. That's the way it seems to work for me. I've only cut down maybe like 10 trees so far. The two you've seen here and like 8 when I was testing it. So it seems like the tree always cuts off to the left. Now on the cutter, I can go with the mouse button. Obviously left, right, and when I go up and down, it just moves the cutter further away and closer to me. I cannot like raise or lower the cutter closer to the ground at the angle I'm at, so I think the hitbox for the cutter is pretty a wide margin, so it's going to be easy to cut down trees. But once again, the trees are going to the left. And that is kind of interesting. I wonder if that log is I can pick it up because it kind of like spit it out there. But there you have it. Pretty darn easy to cut down the trees with a Scorpion or the Cobra. Yeah, the only difference I can see right now is 10 horsepower difference. But that's not too bad. All right, so now you want to see what the Bison can do. Let's go check it out. So here we are in the Bison, on down to the same area. And yeah, it works pretty much just like the other logging trailers, pretty much. Just trying to get a rough idea of how this is going to look. Sorry if I'm moving the camera around a lot, because at first I didn't actually try this in testing. I just figured it's a trailer. But yeah, I couldn't drive over that stump that was right there, so that's a little, I won't say concerning, but you would think this should be able to drive over things like that. Yeah, the arm, yeah, I can't extend the arm out more than that, so it's just kind of like the other one where it just pivots, so if you're not close enough. Up, down, side to side, right mouse button just moves the camera, yeah. So, yeah. Still got to get kind of, I don't want to say kind of close, but just like you did with the other trailer. Although this reach might be just a little bit further, I'm not really sure, but let's just grab some logs here. Now the one thing I'm not quite sure how to test it is, yeah, see right there, I cannot go over that stump. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to hold more logs than the trailer that you can purchase. I'm pretty sure many of us have at this point. It looks like it might hold probably the same, but you might be able to stack it higher. So you might get more logs on there as well. Not too sure. But it's kind of hard to do a test of how many logs it can hold, because as we all know, when you cut down some trees, some are thicker than others. So if you cut down trees that are rather narrow, yes, you can fit more trees on there than like the logs I'm picking up here. I should also mention that all this equipment can be bought at the store on the east side of the map. So let me go ahead and show you where that is. That's right where the, actually right there where that star is, right at this store here. The store on the other side, I went and visited that store. There is no new equipment there. So all the equipment is right here. So this is the Bison, sorry. I always want to call it the Buffalo. Let me just drive across and we'll see how it just unloads into the unloading zone. So pretty much as I expected, and probably you expected as well. No change here. Works the same as it has. I was just kind of curious if if this could reach down to the river from here, because sometimes people say their logs get stuck and they can't unstick them. So I was just kind of curious. Like I said, if this reached down far enough and grab them if I could. But like I tell people, if your logs stick there, if you got more logs, just keep dropping a log on top of it and it should free it up and go on down the river. Alright, so that's kind of like the new equipment that's into the game. Not as expensive as I thought it would be. It's under $200,000 for, or excuse me, 200,000 euros for all of them, which is rather cheap in my opinion. So I kind of like that. So yeah, as for the complete update, what's in the complete update? So we went over the equipment, made some adjustments to vehicle suspension so the traffic cars and player vehicles do not fall into the ground. NPC cars should no longer fall through the bridges. The persistent social point bug has been fixed. Fix previous unfixable building parts, floors, walls in several houses. For example, Lily's house. Fix an old fishing cheat. Well, you remember that fishing cheat we do? Looking at the sky while pulling in fish. I guess we can't do that no more. Sheep clipping through obstacles. Fixed. Fix stairs clipping in mill building. Fix several levitating objects. Fix some floating trees. Fix several objects versus scaffold conflicts. Adjust the terrain and scaffold at the player's cellar entrance. Reduce speed of when trailer could be detached from 20 kilometers an hour to 3.6 kilometers an hour. Added proper info about what is on the trailer, chips or bark. Game might have confused what was spilled from what silo. Fixed. I'm not really sure what that means, but okay. Proper volume height of trailer loads, bark, wood, chips. Remove the prompt for hitching trailer to trailer. So I never tried that myself, but apparently it's not a thing, so they get rid of it. Or it's not a thing at this current stage. Either way. Fix several trees sunken in terrain. Fixed the repair icons for interiors of the mayor's hotel. Corrected the description for the fisherman's skill. Improved the towing a car. And this is a big one for a lot of people. If a player has fuel over 20 liters, calling the tow truck is free now. So if you get stuck or fall through the ground still, as long as you got over 20 liters of fuel, I suppose calling a tow truck is free. However, if the player is low on fuel, it still costs, but it refuels the player. I think it means refuels the vehicle, maybe. Fix many dialogues, fix the lakes, and various and QOL and game improvements. So there you have the update right there, guys. But one thing just came to me. It has really nothing to do with the update, but there's one more thing I want to try. So if you want to stick around for like the next 2 minutes, hopefully, I can check it on out. But I need to go make something first, I think. Do I have one? No, I don't. Alright, so we're back in the Ponsse Cobra. So the one thing I just want to try here, we're going to come over here and cut down a tree like we normally have been. And right now I'm just taking a mental note, seeing how fast it cuts down the tree, because I went ahead and made a fox potion. The fox potion, as some of you may know, and if you don't know, is supposed to make you cut down trees quicker. Does it work when inside a piece of machinery? So let's go ahead and have one of these fox potions. Drink that on up. Let's go find a tree. And cut it on down. So I'm looking at the bar on the right hand side as also watching it cut down trees. The bar in the fox potion doesn't seem to be going down at all. And the tree seems to be cutting at about the same rate. So I would assume, from just looking at it here, the fox potion is not going to make you cut down trees quicker with this thing, which is, you know, fine by me. I mean, it doesn't matter how fast you need to cut down trees at this point. Yeah, it seems to be at the same rate. So there you have it, your August update with the Ponsse equipment, three new pieces of machinery, the Cobra, the Scorpion, and the Bison. No quests have been added that I can see. Bug fixes, the main one, social points bug apparently fixed. Repairing the buildings apparently fixed. Should not be a bug anymore. And yeah, and all the updates, I read through the all updates right on the Discord channel. So if there was something in there that they didn't add, I do apologize for it. But I do believe they probably covered everything because they're pretty good about that. But anyways, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Hopefully the update video was helpful to you. If you found anything out and know more about the update that I didn't cover, leave it in the comments below. But other than that, that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time right here in Lumberjack's Dynasty. But until then, have a good one.